Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed.
And we are live once again. I apologize about that, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a Midal International Championship. Onyx PH versus Resurgence. Malaysia versus the Philippines. I'm going to be your shoutcaster, Nomad. Again, apologies for the delay. Apologies for the screen being taken down, though. Was a problem on my end, but we fixed it. We're back. We're going to be showing you the action here. Now, Resurgence is on their second series of the day, and they are going to be playing 2 games in a row. 2 more games in a row. 2 more series in a row. And looking at the lineup, we have a Ling, we have a Basha, a Valir, an X-Borg, and a Kaja here on the side of Resurgence, a Grok, Esmeralda, Carrie, Uranus, and a Rafaela. As I say that, Fuzaken is going to be the first blood in there in this fight. Really not going to be much of an impact yet in this game. Wise will not be an impact in this game just yet. Carrie does have item spikes that she needs to hit, and Onyx is doing whatever they can to make sure that Wise would be able to secure the said spikes. Meanwhile, Resurgence, they did lose against Bosker earlier on because of Bosker being able to out-rotate them and just control the map from there. And that is what I'm seeing here from Onyx PH as well. Is that they are out-rotating, and as I say that, Tempest of Blades onto Dilar. Dilar shouldn't be able to survive this, and he is going to go down. Rotation from Jay and Fuzakin to try to salvage the situation here over to the bottom lane. No siege is happening just yet, so they are going to try to shove this lane. Oh, they spot out Sana. Sana is going to make it out there. Wise just not in time with that flicker. Almost stops him from escaping there. Now, the name of the game here is macro play, and how well Onyx PH would be able to funnel the resources onto carry, and that's going to be the same thing for Resurgence because they are going to be relying on Jason to input that raw damage. Now, since this lineup from Resurgence has an X-Borg, X-Borg can pretty much be effective and cost efficient with his itemization. Doesn't really need the item as much as the Ling. He can be an impact in the game by split pushing, for that matter, and zoning out everybody. And as I say that, Wise is going to go down. Fuzakin, next one in line. Thanks to Sync, popping the ultimate. And this just opens up the turtle, and Resurgence is in a good start. 1,000 gold lead, and after this turtle take, we'll secure that gold lead for the next couple more minutes. Bit of a blunder there for the side of Onyx PH, not being able to really survive that in that fight here over in the mid lane. Now, under Resurgence, they will be the ones to try and deprive Wise any resource here. Fuzakin is going to be spotting them out, forcing them back. Wise and Jay all together. Jason's there. Does have Tempest of Blades. Tempest of Blades may be committed here. Just one good initiate is what's needed. Last Insanity is also available. Gets a stun onto Wise and Jay at the same time. Yaknu in the back lines. There goes the Jason, going in. Yaknu, low on HP. Tempest of Blades. Yaknu will be taken out by Sync. Dilar will be the next in line, and Fuzakin has nowhere else to run in Resurgence, winning that duel. 6-1 is the scoreline, and that is a pretty dominant lead in the early game. 2,000 gold lead. Turret's not being secured just yet. Top lane might be secured here by Resurgence, and Onyx will try to go for the bottom lane. Again, the name of the game is map control and funneling. They need to make sure that they funnel everything really well. KZP spots out Jay. Gets the stun connection. No follow-throughs. Just to deter. That's just to deter Jay from moving forward. Sana and Leah will be pushing up. This is a 4v4 here over in the mid lane. Iaku's going to be able to split push himself over the top lane But this will not be a good fight for Onyx PH. They need to disengage here. Because this is a 5-man presence here over at mid lane. It's a 3-man presence from Onyx here. D-Lar's going to go back and doing his job, just split pushing, and Jason's going to stop this split push from Esmeralda from ever happening. Kind of overstayed his welcome there, Iaknu. Could have went to another lane or went to their jungle camps in order to be able to farm up, not just wait for the opportunity to split push. Over the bottom lane though, D-Lar is going to be the primary target here. Manages to make it out alive. Uranus is one tricky foe to go up against. Turtle, will it be secured by Fuzaken though? That is a question. Power of Nature kind of used way too early there. And Fuzaken is going to be able to get out of there. Yes, he does manage to get make it out of there. Speed boost by Rafaela really works wonders. And this Rafaela pick onto this carry would actually help them out in prolonged team fights, as that's where Esmeralda will also shine. Esmeralda likes a prolonged team fight so that she can get her shields up and running. And with the Rafaela giving the speed boosts left and right for the entire team, Wise would be able to kite without any problems being dove on. They just need to make sure that they keep Ling in check, because Ling is going to be the primary problem here for Onyx PH. Endless Battle finally being picked up by Ling. I think they are going to be trying to siege up this bottom lane. Who's going to get spotted out by Jason, I mean, in sync. And they're not going to be committing a lot of effort there. KZP in the backlines will connect the stun onto Wise. Wise is low on HP. No follow-throughs here by the rest of Resurgence. And Onyx is fighting back. Gets a 3-man stun there. And that is Fuzaken going down. And that has to be a disengage. Iaknu, though, in a bit of a tricky spot. KZP hot on his tracks. We'll try to get Iaknu. Gets a stun connect onto Iaknu. And he is not going to be making out there alive. He actually does. Wise, though, will start kiting KZP. Jay trying his best to sustain Wise. And still, this is a pretty dominant game by Resurgence. Looking at the gold lead. I can't do math as fast, but it is a 4,000 gold lead by Resurgence. Ling should be pretty much a problem now for this game.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
A big team fight here over at the purple buff, and Onyx PH needs to disengage this. They have to forfeit that, and Uranus is gonna get divine judgmented. He's gonna go down. Fuzaken, low on HP as well, will have to back off, and this is exactly what Onyx PH does to their opponents, and it's being very effective for Resurgence. Iaknu trying to equalize the pushes here, but you know, that's just the tier 1 turret going down. Bottom lane tier 1 turret is going to go down anytime soon. Just one more hit and it's going to go down. Jason looking to pounce on an enemy instead. Turtle is going to be the objective here. No contestation here on the side of Onyx PH. You're going to have to forfeit it here. How can Onyx PH fight back is a question that has to be answered. Now, they have to wait for Carry to hit the spikes. What does Carry have right now? It has the Endless Battle. Would actually need to get the Golden Staff up and running as fast as they can. Meanwhile, they're stacking on Iaknu here. Fuzaken goes for the Guardian's Barrier. Top lane tier 2 turret is going to go down. No contestation here. No doubt that Resurgence is going to start to go for this flicker. Divine Judgment onto Fuzaken. He goes down. Quickly dealt with. D-Lar unable to push out mid lane. Onyx. Wise flickers in. Gets the kill onto Sync. Starting to become a problem here. But with that being said, there are a lot of catches here on the side of Resurgence that can really stop Wise in his tracks. D-Lar shouldn't be giving away any free kills here for the Ling or for the Valor, for that matter. Another fight here for the purple buff. Tempest of Blades. Fuzaken once again. Divine Judgment, and Wise is down and has to be a disengage by Onyx. And Jay's gonna go down as well. Resurgency are dominating this game. They're doing what they can to try to salvage this. Iaknu tried to cut the minion wave there over at the mid lane, but it's not gonna be enough. Falling Star Moon by Iaknu manages to take down Sana. And he won't be able to make it out of there unless Fuzaken and Dilar does a miracle play. Goes for the Guardian's Barrier. Not gonna be enough. Fire Missiles going to be enough to take down Iaknu. Faraga armor available. Goes for the last Insanity. And Dilar is going to go down. Fuzaken starting to slowly become a tanky hero here. As I say that, Tempest of Blades takes him out. Queen's Wings being picked up by KZP and Leah. They will now be able to withstand Wise with how the game is currently is right now. Wise unable to effectively farm up. Will even get his buff stolen. His camp stolen. And they're gonna have to pick up the bits and pieces of what's left in their jungle camp. Oh, Jason. Jason is going to be poised here, waiting for the rotation from Basha. Basha is right here. Not gonna be rolling anytime soon. They will spot out Dilar. Dilar is going to get chased down. Sana does have the Divine Judgment and the Flicker available. Once again, goes for the Flicker Divine Judgment. Secures the kill. Fuzaken needs to get out of there. Not really a good spot for him. He's going to get easily bursted out. Lord's going to be hopping on over to the top lane. And this mid lane turret is going to be sieged up, no doubt. I'm going to try to salvage the situation here. Onyx PH, they really need to make sure that they don't get caught by the Divine Judgment. If anything, that may be a ban-worthy hero going into game number 2. But the Ling, that should have been the priority ban here. That should be the priority ban here for Onyx PH. For game number 2 in order for them to at least tie up the series. Sieged up, top lane is Fuzaken. Gets Divine Judgment once again, but he is tanky now. But the burst damage is more than enough. That's a turret going down. Dilar finally takes down KZP. Jay, Wise, and the rest of Onyx PH are going to try to stop this Lord from pushing in, but this mid lane turret is going to go down without a doubt. Actually managed to clear out the minion waves just in time. There's going to be another wave coming in about a couple more seconds. And they're going to try to defend this. They will go for the wave clears, but they don't have enough wave clear to go around here for Onyx PH. Fuzaken gets stunned out. And not a minute, 113 seconds left until the Lord spawns. And that's going to be the objective that Onyx PH needs to secure. And they recognize that, and they're starting to push up the lanes in order for them to have a breathing space. No backdoors happening here for them. Resurgence is this is the best game that I've ever seen Resurgence play yet today. I'm gonna be honest with you there. Like, that is... Jason hasn't been caught. All lanes have been pushed up. This should have been game number 1 when they went up against Bosker. But they slowly caught the momentum there, though, during game number 2 against Bosker. They were able to take the momentum and eventually tie up the series. But again, Onyx PH unable to really push up here, being forced back, and they, because of the the inhibitor turret falling down, that is going to be a lot of pressure pushing up on the top lane. Mid lane, though, is going to go down, and this is only a matter of time before Resurgence secures the game. Fuzaken is going to get taken out. Meanwhile, Dilar is going to try to push back KZP. Fuzaken actually managed to survive being chased down by Jason. I don't think you'll be able to survive there. What happened there? Gonna be teleporting back, and Jason's going to spot him out. He's going to die. 7-0 and 5 on this Ling.
Resurrecting soon.
That is the Lord coming up, and lane priority is not in favor of Onyx PH here. They need to start pushing up. There goes another Divine Judgment. The Shadow Mask into the Flicker to the Divine Judgment just caught Wise off guard, and now they don't have a primary damage dealer, and the Resurgence can really take down this game, take down this base for that matter if they wanted to. Wise is out for 30 seconds. Only a matter of time before Resurgence wins this. If they do not push up the lane, or well, they are going to be securing the Lord here, just going to be delaying this. Wise is going to be up. Wise can still pretty much 1v1 anybody, so Onyx PH needs to zone out RCG Resurgence from them. Try to get a peel going in for them with Fuzaken's barrier. Yaknu diving into the back lines to try to get that Valor. That's the game plan here. That's how I can see Onyx PH to bounce back in this. But the Lord is marching in mid lane. And Onyx PH, they need to respond to this. They need to stop the Lord from pushing in their tracks. Probably wait for a minion wave to push up, but Lord is marching really fast. Minion waves are finally back here. All the attention is going to be on the Lord. They are going to be diving into the deep lines. The Divine Judgment onto Fuzaken once again. Last Insanity to bring down Wise down to low HP, and that's the game. Wise is down and out of the commission. Iaknu, though, in the back lines. Falling Star Moon actually catches one. We'll get a double. We'll try to go for Elia here. Iaknu on the chase. We'll be losing the shields here. We'll try to salvage what they can here from Onyx PH. But as I say that, Ling doing the work here in the base. The wild charge. Not going to be enough. That's going to be game number 1.
Victor.
Going in favor of... Happen.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Diving into the game, game number 2.
Till the enemy reaches the
In
battlefield.
this best of 2 series. The second series of the day for Resurgence. They might be putting this at a 1-1 standing at the end of the day if Onyx PH plays this right. Curious to see how they're going to be funneling this. It is a... So far, it's a 2-2-1 setup here. Hellcar's going to be roaming the jungles just like what we mentioned earlier. Securing that buff. 4-man rotation here. A 3-man rotation from mid to secure this Lithomancer. Litho Wanderer, I mean. Good first blood. The Abyssal Arrow connected. On to sync. Slight lead. Not really impactful just yet. But as long as the deaths still stack, that's where the advantage comes in. Jay, Abyssal Arrow not connecting onto Sana. Sana gets bursted down real quick though. Good juggle on the third aggro, but there goes Jason. Dark Knight falls into the leap. Gets a double onto Dilar as well, and this is how Resurgence is fighting back. Leah's gonna be the target here for Onyx PH. And they won't be able to secure the kill, I believe. They know where Wise is though. And this is going to be a rotation from KZP charging up that revenge. Not gonna be committing just yet. Probably gonna be waiting for the Selker to get in position. Waiting for somebody to rotate back into them. Probably going to be the Selena. Jay might be the target here. They are wasting time here. KZP is not level 4 yet, so he's not going to be as impactful in the fights. He does have the bouncing ball and the revenge, so that's more than enough. But for now, and does have the rage now. Turtle's going to be the objective. Lane's going to be pushed up here over the top side. Sana's gonna stop the push from happening. Yaknu and Leah. And a bit of a scuffle, not really committing into a big team fight there.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Already, Onyx PH, they are zoning in into this turtle. Oh, nice! Nice flicker into the Jeet Kune Do, knocks them all up. Yaknu almost gets bursted down there by Jason, but the sword spike connects and he's gonna get taken out. The wave, the dragon though, last minute will manage to keep him safe. Meanwhile, a lot of fights happening left and right. Sana barely makes it out. Falling Star Moon secures the kill onto Fuzak, and Leah's gonna go down by the hands of Wise. And Dealer's gonna go down as well. It's a 1-for-3 trade, and Onyx came out on top of that. But as of yet, Turtle's not going to be secured just yet. They will try, though. I don't think they will be able to contest this unless the maximum charge does not hit. KZP in the jungle does not get the knockup on the Jade. There goes the flicker. Dark Knight falls to deter anybody from pushing in. But Fuzaken in a bit of a tight spot here. Abyssal Arrow not going to be connecting onto Jason. Manages to leap out of there. Flicker into the bouncing ball. The stun connects. No follow throughs. The Yaknu and Leah will be fighting.
Request backup.
Top lane, Sana on his own. Mid lane though, Wise just the Numa, the shadow, the Numa shadow, the Numa yay, as we like to call it. We're gonna get spotted out. I thought that was the body itself, but I get debated as well. Dark Knight falls, chase down this D-Lar. So the Stingers fully stacked and ready to eliminate that D-Lar. Top lane turret is gonna go down because of that. Fuzzigan's gonna get zoned out. Nothing that they can do there. Resurgence might be able to get a 2-0 here. And the steal on that buff. Well, the secure on that buff. Yaknu didn't manage to steal the purple buff. Flicker is going to be expended. Wise is going to be forced to use his shadow. And he is pretty much in the open here. And he's going to get caught out. Switches places with a shadow. Try to survive.
Turtle resurrecting.
Jason is on the hunt. We've got the stacks ready. Jumps in to cut this wave. Abyssal Arrow does connect onto Kimmy. Not impactful though. Leah cutting the minion wave from the bottom lane. Onyx PH have yet to secure a second turret. Resurgence already securing the second turret of their own in the bottom lane. Fuzaken will be deterred out of there by KZP. Sort of a big rotation here from Onyx PH. Wise diving into the back lines. We'll try to cut this minion wave from pushing in. Dark Knight falls once again. Fuzaken low on HP. Will not want to get bursted out by that Hellcurt. And Yaknu needs to back off. He is going to be the target. And he does manage to back off there. No Blades of Despair is available just yet here for this show. Not going to be deadly just yet. Same thing for this Hellcurt. No Blades of Despair just yet. As I say that though, Sana is going to be forced to use the incandescents to get out of that spot. This is a very big presence from Onyx PH over the top lane though. He is going to stop this from happening. Blades of Despair finally being picked up by Jason. He is going to be a problem. Endless Battle is next in story here. Almost gets the burst out there, but he still manages to fall down. Jason going to be backing off here. Gets knocked up by KZP. Manages to secure the kill. Sana gets taken out, though. And this is not looking well for Onyx PH. Top lane turret is now down to just the inhibitor turret. And that's going to be an easy opening here to get the turtle buff.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
And now, RCG can really just snowball from this point onwards. Fuzaken and Wise need to stay together, actually, because Wise needs to make sure that he gets a cap. Rage actually missed this. While that's happening, though, there goes the Dark Knight Falls. Stingers take down Jay. That's going to be Wise going down as well. And this is not looking good for Onyx at all. Gets the revenge. Rage is not available, but they do manage to kill Fuzaken. KZP almost falls down to Delard. That's just going to be Iaknu on his own. And this is going to be a free turtle, too. Feel like Iaknu is not going to want to try to contest that. Instead, he has to start pushing. But he is inside of Jason, and Jason can pretty much duel him 1v1. Gets a silence. Not going to be able to do much there. Stingers, enough to take him down. Endless Battle now being picked up. Corrosion Scythe, next in line here for the Selkirk. As soon as he gets that, there is no doubt that he can one-hit delete anybody. And Onyx PH, they need to start getting back map control here. They need to start pushing the top lane in order for them to have some space to move. Jason dived in. Maximum charge. Not the maximum charge, but he gets down to a quarter HP. Maximum charge was thrown by Sync to deter them from pushing in. Over to the bottom lane, though, Jay. Abyssal Arrow connects onto Sana. They're going to be backing off. And the Garrote as well to secure the kill. And now, Onyx PH, again, what they need to do here is try to get back that map control. They shouldn't be clumped up as a group here, and they should be protecting Wise as much as you can. I think an Angela might have been a better pick here instead of that show. Just in order to protect Wise with the Heart Guard, just to last longer the fights. That's how I feel that lineup should have been. The Hylos pick was like the last option that they can ever get. And Wise is gonna try to go for that. Helkert trying to dive into Wise. It's gonna be forced back. Onyx relatively doing a good job trying to defend this. Dominance Eyes being picked up by Fuzaken. That's going to be the Lord being secured without any problems as well. So the Lord's going to be pushing the mid lane here for Resurgence. Scarlet Phantom instead of a Corrosion Scythe being picked up. The Blade of Despair and a Corrosion Scythe is available here for the Hanzo. But I don't think it's still going to be enough for now. Hellcurt will pretty much be able to delete him at any given point. Lightning Truncheon being picked up by Jay should be an impact for now. But they need to make sure that they target Sync and or Sana. They need to delete him. And just peel Jason away from Wise. And speaking of which, KZP is going to be jumping in. Dark Knight Falls just to deter him from pushing up. This top lane turn is going to go down with the help of the Lord. And now, the push is on. Mid lane turret is going to be sieged up here without a doubt. Gonna try to apply a lot of pressure here, and they're gonna try to. They are going to be shoving down the bottom lane turret as well. Resurgence is doing a good job controlling the gods of macros in the Philippine scene from securing the macro game. Onyx PH, they need to fight back. And again, it's just the problem here is that they have a lot of targets to focus on. They got Sync that can be the DPS here. Sana will be able to sort just one-hit combo Jay or Iacto if he wants to. And Jason, at any given time, he can delete anybody he wants to. There's that. They're making sure that Resurgence is making sure that every single member of their team is properly fed. The Abyssal Arrow connects, not going to be following through there, but Wise and the rest of Onyx will be following through. And this is going to be detrimental because the Sun connects onto Wise, and he gets deleted. Gets traded out by Iacno. That was a crucial kill, though, for Resurgence and for Onyx as well. Slight opening, and Resurgence recognizes that, so they're going to be disengaging for a bit. They're not going to be looking for team fights here. Try to look for pickoffs is the name of the game here. Jay's arrows are not connecting, though. The maximum charge connects. This turret's going to go down quite easily by the hands of this Kimmy. They're going to do whatever to try to survive there. The Wave the Dragon, I mean, was committed to try to get Kimmy, but Kimmy was able to just flicker out in the last possible second before he gets comboed out. And there goes the Revenge and the Rage and the Glorious Pathway defensively being used. This bottom lane turret is going to go down. This base is going to be focused on here. And Resurgence can end this from here. This might be a clean 2-0 sweep from Resurgence, but they are going to be focusing their attention here over the bottom turret. Jason just waiting for the opportunity to Wise to pop up his shadow and then, or actually look for a Wise. This is it. It's going to be a miracle if Onyx Page would be able to defend this. They will try nonetheless, as the last minion waves, potentially the last minion wave here for Onyx Page has just been deleted. They're going to try their best. The KZP is going to be forced back there. They're focusing a lot of attention here onto the base. Iacno goes for the Wave of the Dragon, but Hellcurt finishes the job. That is going to be a 2-0 in favor of Resurgence.